And there we are. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Welcome.
Welcome to Millennial-Boom, where I'm your boomer and this is your millennial. To my right.
And we get to know that Gabriel played 9 games of chess as we start off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Is your brain tired?
No, your brain doesn't get tired from chess. Actually, it stimulates your brain.
Oh, does it?
It stimulates the uba, duba, alabadada, whatever they call it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, I have to confess, I got caught stealing at Costco.
What?
Yeah, I got caught stealing at Costco. It's video of me stealing at Costco.
Yeah, okay.
I
find that hard to believe.
No, it's all over Facebook. Video of me stealing. Go to my
Let me guess, you posted it.
Well, I can either confirm or deny.
Why would you put yourself under...
Well, I mean, that wasn't the intention. The intention was...
Chris says, cool story.
Yeah, so if you go to my Facebook page, which is Mr. Stanley Roberts, you will find a video where it's garnered it's somewhere around close to 700,000 views right now.
Betty Veronica said stealing hearts.
Of me stealing.
Hearts.
No. Why am I stealing?
Are you stealing? What is the very churchy music? Did you have music on?
I didn't have music on.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
What's the churchy music?
I don't know. Maybe it's the sounds inside my head.
Oh, yeah. You have a lot of talking voices in your head.
Stealing hearts. You know, you mean like the lady who just walks across and goes, she's having a full-blown conversation. Then she stops to say, hello, and then goes back to her conversation.
Yeah.
That was random at IKEA. But back to the stealing part.
Okay.
So I posted a video of what was supposed to be a kind of like a little gag of me scanning the camera like this. Like, look, and then, I don't have to pay for groceries because I'm a legend. Because people say I'm a legend and you don't need money because legends don't need money. So I was showing you how legends shop. We just wave our hand in front of the screen, boom, then we pay for everything. And so then all of a sudden, it was funny. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, so you advocate stealing now.
How do people jump to those conclusions?
I mean, it's like jumping to a conclusion like...
Because there was a receipt involved.
Well, of course, nowadays you can steal with a receipt. So apparently. And, you can also steal with the worker from Costco holding the phone.
Yeah.
Laughing. You can hear him laughing in the background.
I wasn't with him when that video was created, by the way. For some reason, Stanley comes up with all of his best content when I'm not around.
Yeah, you know why?
I'm a distraction?
Because when you're with me, you're too busy laughing and nobody knows it's a joke. I tried to get her to shoot a video for me one day, and I swear, the whole time she was laughing, the video looked like this.
You have to show it over there, B, not here.
No, it's like this. The whole time she's...
I just want to see you do that again.
Anyway, so yeah, basically I didn't steal a thing. But...
Oh, hell no, Chris.
What do you say?
That breakfast is not approved.
Yeah.
Iced coffee and a chocolate flavored mooncake. You already knew what I was going to say.
So here's the deal. When you go to Costco, if you want to speed up the process, and when we got like 3 or 4 items, we go through self-checkout. Because it's just quickly in and out, boom. So what do?
You want me to tell your secret?
No, it's not a secret.
He inserts his credit card after we scan our membership card. He enters his credit card, and then I start scanning our items.
And once you finish scanning your items,
and then and
you push the button says I'm done.
Yeah, it bypasses the having to try to prompt you to put in your card because he already did it. So.
Yeah, why did the frog get mad at the driver? I give up because let me think. Why did the frog get mad at the driver? Uber.
Uber?
I don't know. Uber? Is that the answer?
Because you wouldn't give him a lift?
I don't know.
I
give up.
These sound like Stanley jokes. He should know the answer.
Yeah. So, no, it's funny. You're right. Someone set you up. No. So here's the deal. So back to the story of the stealing. So I posted it like a little joke. And because a video I posted earlier, which kind of went viral about Costco now having scanners at the store, the scanner video did something that never happened to me on Facebook ever. Now let's go backwards, because I want to explain how this all transpired. So
Because he got towed. Oh gosh.
So what happened? What had happened was. Remember back a long time ago, I told you I was still in Facebook punishment because of what happened at my old station, and they had it so I couldn't monetize anything. So for 2.5 years, $0 from Facebook, $0. Then one day I talked to someone from Instagram and told them what was going on, and miraculously, I didn't know it, but on August 3rd, the restrictions were all removed. No warning, no nothing, and it just wiped it clean. It was like I could monetize my page. It was like weird. Because I posted footage that had 7 million views and I didn't get a dime.
I'm laughing at Betty's response.
So he committed a violation. Oh no. So basically.
Sorry, B.
So basically, I had a video that had 7.5 million views and got $0. To give you an idea, and that wasn't that long ago. And it was just a flat line. But then on August 3rd, are you with me?
I am with you, but I don't know why that answer was so funny. He committed a violation.
Okay, guys.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny. Okay. I'm with you, B. Finish your story. Sorry, I apologize.
In other news.
Okay.
So on August 4th, I posted the video of the shopping cart.
I'm listening, I swear I'm listening. Okay, so you posted the video of the shopping cart. Mm-hmm.
Of me going into Costco near the airport and scanning my card. Nothing. 14 seconds of me walking in. I added some music of like a game show music to it, and that was it. Well, apparently, on the 4th of August, after my restrictions were lifted, the video shot up to 1 million views in one day.
That's a lot of views.
Well, you can see the thing when the chart goes across and it just goes straight up. And I'm like, what is going on? So I realized that I was no longer restricted from unoriginal content, that they called it, which was crazy in itself because all my content was original.
Yeah. It's always original.
So it's amazing that it was called unoriginal content. And so now within 5 days, it's already gotten something around a range of 5.7 million views.
Yeah.
That one video. So that triggered other videos, which gets me back to the shopping cart one. So then people, the shopping at Costco.
Yeah, the scanning.
And it was funny. I didn't expect it to really take off until people started saying, oh, so you're promoting stealing now.
I would have never got that from that video.
It wasn't one person. It was like 100 people. Oh, you're stealing. You're a thief. Oh, you went from Mr. behaving nicely to Mr. behaving badly. How dare you? What kind of example are you setting? And I'm going, there's no way people can be that naive. I want to use another word, but I don't want to.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know what word you're trying to use.
Yeah, I have another word for it. So, hello, Jeanette. Quick hello.
Hi, Jeanette.
And well, I'm glad you said it, Chris. I'm not going to repeat it, but
what? It's going to be one of those sessions. What?
No, you'll see it in a second. It pops up, and you'll know exactly what it. But if you're here, by the way, if you're watching us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the different ones, you can. If you want to join in the chat, then either log in on YouTube and join us on YouTube, and you can participate in the chat, or go to Twitch. It's www.twitch.tv/@MrBadleyTV. Then you can chime in. We would love to hear your comments in the chat. There's an 8-second delay, so if you think you're going to get on here and write something really horrible, we have all kind of filters, so you don't get away with that. But you're welcome to join us if you come here with a good attitude and you're ready to have a little bit of fun. Because for the next hour, we're just going to talk about random stuff. Starts with an I and ends with a. I don't know if that
is that an ant.
I-ant? I don't know. I-ant? I don't know. Anyway, yes, Chris Maverick, you're absolutely right. So I actually had to make a video to explain to people that there was no thievery going on. And it's really bad when you have to explain to people how technology works.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, some people thought you were using Apple Pay,
Well,
which is like if you did it with the video, you did your hands like this, so people thought maybe your watch or something had scanned it.
Yeah, so they had all kind of, but the one that really got me was that I was stealing.
I know.
And they were really stuck on the fact that I was stealing. And no matter what you tell them, they wouldn't believe that I wasn't stealing.
I think they were just trying to put it out there enough that people might actually believe that.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe, because those are also trolls.
No, these were people that are like top fan people.
Really?
I'm like, wait, because it says up there, top fan. Oh, you're stealing now? I'm like, yeah, because.
Oh my gosh, pay attention to detail, people.
But when you steal, it comes with a receipt.
Yeah, pay attention to detail, guys. Like, seriously. Not you guys, but just in general.
And here's the reason why Costco even has the whole scan to come in yet. It's because of people behaving badly. And no, it had nothing to do with me not showing my card. It had to do with you, not you, but you in general, giving your card to the bus driver, the mailman, the pizza delivery guy, family down the street. He said, oh yeah, you want to go to Costco? Just use my card.
Just use
my card. Yeah. And you give your card out to everybody. Just use a card. And you go and you wave in the air like you just don't care. And then you walk in and you shop, right? And no one checks you. And then Costco started to realize, wait a minute. So technically when you show up at Costco, you get a card. Mm-hmm. And you can bring one person with you. But some people are showing up.
Is it really just only one person?
It's supposed to be one person.
So
some people are showing up with 12 people.
Well, I know I asked this last week. And I said, well, what if I get a cart and my family has already walked ahead of me 500 feet?
I know, and I said, in that case, you're outside the back of the store.
So what if there's like 3, so what if it's like, me, you, and we have 2 kids?
Well, no, kids don't count.
Okay.
I'm talking about grown-ups.
Oh, okay.
It's like you bring your whole busload of family to go shopping at Costco. What if it was one person has a card?
Me and you and our 2 adult kids. We have 2 adult kids.
No, you have to use common sense. Like,
Okay.
If they're your kids, they're your kids.
Okay.
But if you're bringing in like, Frank next door and Wilma.
You really love some Frank,
and Wilma at the door next door, and you all coming in a
Wilma?
Wilma and Frank, or Fred and Wilma.
No, Fred and Wilma. And
you guys are showing up in the car, and then you shopping up with 5 shopping carts.
We might as well invite Barney and Betty too.
Hey, why not? Everybody else did.
Okay.
Thanks to your name and comment, it shows up blank in the restream. Oh, by the way, last week, I have to say something to you guys. We were streaming live, and we got to the whole stream with no problems. But then, just at the very end, my computer had a little bit of an encryption error.
Yeah.
And just shut down.
Weren't you trying to trick me at the end?
I don't know. Maybe you wailed it to go away.
No.
So, I don't know what happened, but yes. Let me try something real quick. Bear with me for 1 second.
Chris says, Costco hot dog. Hey, Stanley, want to crash the break room with some dogs? That was another video that you shot at Costco.
Oh, I reposted that one.
Where he was having lunch in the break room because...
I literally went into I figured that if I'm using...
If you're checking out yourself...
Then I should be considered an employee. I should get personal time off. I should be able to sit in the break room. And so I went in the break room and I sat down and I ate my hot dog. And no one said a word. Except for that one guy in the back.
He did get a look, though.
This one guy was like, what's he doing? What's he doing? I'm just, hey. So, anyway, back to where I was before. So that's how it went down. It's like, I'm in Costco. And it was weird because I started getting all this traction from a shopping cart. Just rolling through, taking a scan. And now, here's where it gets interesting. So they put the Costco card at the one in the airport, which is about...
They put the scanner.
It's about 3-4 miles away.
So so for the people that are not local, we have 3 Costcos near us. Well, actually we have 4 if you count the San Francisco one, which we never go to. But out of those 4 Costcos, one of them only has a scanner.
Right.
And that's the one that he filmed. So
when we went to the other Costco, which doesn't have a scanner, they were packed. Now, how do I know they were packed? They were Christmas packed. What does that mean? Christmas time, you cannot find a shopping cart. And they have probably 300 or 400 shopping carts, it seems like. Mm-hmm. There were no shopping carts. There was 3 in the stall. The rest of the 2 stalls were completely empty. And I'm like, that's a lot of people if all the shopping carts are gone. And sure enough, I go inside, the guy goes, yeah, it's been super busy for the last week and a half. And I don't even know why. I said, I know why. Because you don't have the scanner here. So everybody that was cheating the system over at the other one are now rushing over here.
And that one is actually the
busiest.
The one without the scanner is actually the busiest one already.
Yes. So the people were rushing over there because they weren't being scanned. Well, I got some bad news for you.
Scanners coming.
Scanners are coming. It's going to be interesting when you can't give Fred and Wilma and Bernie and Betty your card anymore. Because they have to, and you go.
Can you bring Dino?
Only if he's a CNI Dino. Only if he's an ADA Dino.
A service Dino?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How many times have you seen a dog walking around Costco?
Dino isn't a dog, though. Ow! I just hit my elbow.
How many dinosaurs?
How
many dinosaurs have you seen walking around Costco?
I've never seen any dogs at Costco before.
Right,
they don't allow them.
Because they enforce it.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I'll go to like Trader Joe's or Sprouts and I'll see a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, somebody started going back to school tax-free weekend this weekend. I'll be recovering from the craziness. Oh, that will be crazy. I was over at Saramonte Mall today, and it was hella crowded.
Saramonte?
I literally had.
Is it back to school now?
It's getting close.
Oh,
but
wow.
I had to park almost by the Ultra. All the way across by where the Party City is.
Oh, Sephora.
Okay, whatever.
I was like, there's an Ulta over there?
Okay, Sephora.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know how far away that is, right?
Sephora would be pissed at you, right?
Ooh, thank you, Brad on the go for the $4.99 super chat.
Thanks,
and if
Brad
you're joining
on the
us and you
go.
want to help us with these podcasts, these streaming, whatever you want to call it, you can use super chat on YouTube, or you can do bits on Twitch, or or whatever you want to do. You're welcome to do it. But and I think we have a live. I don't know how it works, but we have a live sale going on right now, and the link is up, but I don't know how you find it.
The link for what?
So look, let me show you over here. Come over here for a second.
Soxalot says we have a kind of Costco in Barbados. It's called Price Smart.
So
interesting.
So wait, so can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how that works. Oops, I don't want to do that. So there is a new thing right now where I can, and I don't know how to get to it again. I had it a minute ago. With a store. We had a store that had live sales.
For the coffee?
Yeah. So it actually had the coffee up there, and I don't know how you get to it. So It's new to me. Bear with me. I'm new. First day. Who dis?
First day, new brain?
Yeah. But we're here, and if you haven't noticed, I'm Stanley. This is Diane. This is Millennial-Boom. The reason why we call it Millennial-Boom is because I'm a millennial, and she's a boomer.
Clearly, you can tell by just how we look.
Mentally, because I'm more tech savvy, and she's getting better though.
I'm way better.
She's gotten better than she used to be. She set up the light now. So that's a step in the right direction.
You should stop talking.
I remember when I used to go to school, we had summer breaks that lasted for 3 months.
Yeah, summer was 3 months.
Yeah, and then you got from like June all the way till September, you were off of school. You do whatever you want. And then they started year-round school.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We would end like first week of June, and then we would start up right after Labor Day.
And why they call it Labor Day? Oh yeah, because it was for unions. Labor Day is for unions, right? Mm-hmm. So you can take a break from laboring. Mm-hmm. But it's funny that when Labor Day, all the union people have to work. But they get overtime.
Is that true?
I always work Labor Day.
Is Labor Day the one where people wear white, or is that Memorial Day?
Where people are white?
Where people wear white.
No, you wear white all summer. After Labor Day, you can no longer wear white. That's what it used to be.
But what holiday is the one where people wear all white? Or is that not a thing?
That's not a thing.
Okay. I know there are some questions I asked Stanley that I think I should just ask between me and him. But
Why'd you call me Stanley?
Because that's your name.
I thought that was Beeb.
Well, you just introduced us as Stanley and Diane, so...
I know, but you never call me Stanley.
I know,
but the public doesn't.
But you never call me Diane.
Where people are white.
I did not say where people are white. I said where people wear white.
I heard people are white.
Well, you need hearing help. You need a hearing aid.
What holiday is that where people are white? I don't know.
Where people wear white. This is how rumors get started, and people think that I'm,
Gabe said Yom Kippur. I'm not touching that one.
I'm not saying anything.
Woo!
No comment.
No.
Do you have something in your pocket? Because
Yes.
I can hear that.
Yes, this is my normal supply of paper that I pick up every day.
This guy, when he has receipts, he just like puts it all over the dining room table, and I have to like throw them away.
I have to scan them first.
I need to scan them.
Scan them first.
Jeanette says the schools here in Albuquerque always start in early August and end in middle of May. Very confusing to someone from California. Yeah, you know, when we lived in Arizona, we learned too that schools in Arizona, or at least where we were living, ended in May and then started up in July. Remember they started in maybe mid-July? Or no, did they end in May, or maybe it was April? Do you remember?
I haven't been to a school since the 80s.
No, well, I know that, but I'm saying that, remember people would go back to school, and we would why did they start in July? Do you remember that or no?
I don't know. Listen, if you're joining us for the first time,
to me.
I am. If you're listening to us for the first time and you want to chime in on the chat, please just say hello so we know you're new, and we'll try to say hello back if we don't miss it. It's Beeb's job to spot the new text.
Hi, I'm Beeb.
Yeah, and I'm Beeb. So Beeb.
Wait, hold on. Hi, I'm Beeb.
I'm Beeb. Okay. And also Diane just started. Beeb just started watching. What's that show?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. So it's like, you know.
We finished Your Honor because I know maybe 2 weeks ago we talked about how we were watching Your Honor. So what's the main character in Your Honor? What's his name? Because he's the main character in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that guy.
So we started watching it because he saw it on Netflix and said that it was a good series.
I've seen Breaking Bad, parts of it.
I'm only on episode 2 though, first season, so I haven't gone anywhere far. Betty, Beeb, and Beebette. No, we're just both Beebs.
Beebette.
Beebette. Don't start calling me. Don't start calling me Beebette.
That sounds like a muffin.
Please don't.
Can I have a Beebette?
No. Please
With
don't.
some coffee. Oh, speaking about coffee.
Oh gosh.
So I've gone on this major coffee thing, and I brought a French press from IKEA for $8 the other day. And I know I was telling Diane that Breaking Bad was filmed in Albuquerque where they threw the pieces on the roof.
Yeah.
And I brought a French press. And I just literally thought you just pour coffee in it and you press it in. But it turns out that there's a whole lot involved in press.
It's like an art.
It's like an art to make coffee. It takes you longer to make French press than it literally takes to do any other kind of coffee.
I thought so. It takes longer to do French press than it does to do pour over.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't know that, so I looked at a video because I didn't just, I want to be the turnip truck guy. So I brought a French press, and I watched the video on how to do it, and this guy was like a coffee snob. Well, first you take the coffee, you grind it up.
Why you gotta be a snob for?
And you have to have your scale so you can weigh the coffee beans so you know how many you have. And I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't weighing no coffee beans. He goes, but if you pour like the guy over there who just said hell no, then you could just.
He didn't say that. He just wants to be precise.
Then he says, then we could just use 3 scoops. Well, you know what? You could have just said to skip the whole weigh thing and then you had a timer. And then you time it for 30 seconds. And then you pour more hot. Oh, let me go backwards.
Okay, well, so let me ask you this question then. Let me ask you a question.
No, I finished Breaking Bad.
What?
But we're watching it again. So.
Oh, yeah, Felix, yes. He's already seen it. I have not seen it. So we started watching it. He started watching it again for me.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Yes. There's a lot of science. It goes, yes, so you're absolutely right. So back to the coffee thing. Mm-hmm. So I literally watched the video for about 15 minutes.
Oh, here's my question. Did you actually follow the instructions of the guy?
Yes, I did.
So why are you making fun of him?
No, I didn't have the scale.
Okay.
To weigh the coffee beans.
You didn't have the weighing scale?
And I didn't have the weighing scale. She always calls it a weighing scale. I'm like, why do you call it a weighing scale? It's either one or the other.
You didn't have a weighing?
Yeah. It's not need to be dropped down a few steps. So basically, you have to heat up. Okay, first of all, the way the process works is you have to pour warm water into the press. No idea why, but you need to warm it up first. You have to it's like coffee foreplay. You have to warm it. You have to warm it up.
Oh my gosh.
And then once it warms up, you pour that water out. And then you take the grounded coffee that you've measured with rounding scoops and you scoop it in for the amount of coffee you want. Then, after you do that, you have to take some of the water, heat it to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Can't be 179, it can't be 181, it has to be 180 degrees. Didn't know that either. And you pour it, just a small amount, into the coffee grounds. And you let it sit for about 30 seconds.
Did you set a timer?
No, I just 30 seconds.
You did 1,000.
I figured out what 30 seconds in my mind, because TV 30 seconds. So I let it sit for 30 seconds. I walked in the room, watched the Olympics for a second, and then walked back out. That was to me 30 seconds.
What did you watch? Oh, Olympics.
Okay, I figured that's 30 seconds. Then you have to pour the rest of the water in, right? And then you stir it again, right?
I wasn't here for any of this.
Then you take the top that you press with, put it on it, and then you set your timer for 3 minutes. They said, look, Betty found the store. Yay.
There's also an Arizona roast that's not
decaf,
they're all there. Too.
They're all there.
Oh, I know, but she just said California roast and Arizona decaf. There is an Arizona one that's not is caffeinated.
So you have to. So then you put the top on it on the French press. Now you have to let it sit for 3 minutes. So I came here and told A to set me a timer for 3 minutes, right? And so I'm watching the Olympics. And then about 3 minutes, I go, A, how much time is on the timer? And she goes, you don't have a timer set. And I'm like, wait, I didn't set the timer.
So you did it for more than 3 minutes?
No. I called it exactly 3 minutes. So when I called it, the timer just ended.
Oh, okay.
So I was like perfectly timed for 3 minutes. It's like I knew 3 minutes in my mind. That was like, boom, I knew it. And so I went back in, and then I started the process of pressing down the thing. So I pressed it, and if you notice now, I'm a little bit still hyper. So this is this morning. So I pressed it, and then, once you do that, you don't just drink the coffee. I thought you just drink it, and you have to pour it into a decanter, swirl it.
Oh, God, that sounds like a lot of work.
And then let it sit for another 3 minutes.
Man.
So that the flavonoids and the flavonoids and the flavor and so then I poured it into my mug and I took a sip and I was like, oh my God, now I know why people are coffee snobs.
So
it was so good.
Can you do the French press and make coffee for me tomorrow? Because I don't have any patience for that. I thought I didn't have patience for
coffee.
The pour over.
All I'm going to say is the coffee was so good, but here's the crazy part. You know how you drink coffee for caffeine?
I liked it for the taste, but
so
yes.
I don't normally get affected by caffeine from coffee. I'll say it again. I don't normally get affected by coffee from caffeine, but when I did the pour over, I've been buzzing off of caffeine since this morning.
It sounds like it.
I literally still got a caffeine buzz from that coffee. It was so.
How much did you use? Too many beans?
No. I used it just right. It was perfect flavor. It was wonderful.
Which blend? Arizona?
I used the canister that we didn't label yet.
Is it Arizona?
So that's Arizona.
Okay.
And that's a stronger one.
Will you make me coffee?
I don't know.
Tomorrow?
We have to figure that one out. Because you know what? You got to. What's tomorrow? Monday? Oh, I was thinking you had to go to church, but that was the day.
Yeah. I just did Nespresso today because I needed something quick and I was leaving to go to church and had no patience to do French press. I didn't even know how to, so I didn't have the time.
Betty Veronica, how did you find the coffee store? Because I put it up and I can't find it.
You just go to store.mrbradleytv.org.
No. There's on here.
Oh, you mean for the QR code?
No, it's not even a QR code. This is the actual store on here now.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to show it to you, but I don't have the brain's capacity to figure that out.
But it's weird though, because you're caffeinated.
Look, here it is. So you have the coins, the Mr. Bradley coin.
How do you add that here though?
Hold on, I don't know. Betty found it. So look, you got all that. See, look, are you paying attention? So everything's there.
Ooh.
Hello, William. How are you? Diane's missing out and she didn't say hello to you.
Huh?
William just said hi.
Hi, William. And he said, instead of coffee, I tried this gum that was featured on Shark Tank called NeuroGum. It has L-theanine, caffeine, B12, and B6 vitamins, which help focus energy and mood. Oh, so it's a gum. You don't swallow it. You just chew it. And how long do you chew it for?
It's like oxygen gum from for Aquaman.
Really?
You remember Aquaman when he used to... Never mind. I guess not.
Hi, William. So we got William Lynn in the house, and we have William in the house.
Okay, and what about William?
Chris says, I'm having my coffee right now, too. My local coffee shop does siphon filtered coffee.
Said, here on YouTube, click on your channel, then scroll up to the store, and then there it is.
Oh.
Ooh, thank you.
Here on YouTube, so click what?
She says here on YouTube.
Click on your channel.
Click on your channel, then scroll up to the store.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on the. So if I click on the channel, though, I'll lose the video, right?
I don't know how that works. Yes, each trip is like 10, 20 minutes, and at least you do.
And at least that's what I do. It helps so much. Interesting.
So just for the record, I didn't like coffee for years. I wasn't a coffee. I would get hot chocolate before I got coffee.
Mm.
But then 9 years ago, I had a stroke, and then for some reason my brain got rewired, and I started liking coffee.
Yeah, because remember when I used to work at a coffee shop, he would come and visit me when I worked at a coffee shop.
And I would order
and he
chai
would order
tea.
a chai tea latte and not coffee because he didn't drink coffee. This was in our early dating stages. This is
We were dating stages?
This is when you were courting me.
We were dating stages?
Early dating.
Oh. So where's my chat? There it is. All right, I'm back. Instead of coffee, I've tried this. Yeah, you said that already.
Diane, you're a good reader. I always admire people like you. When I was in high school, writing and reading comprehension is a skill.
I can comprehend. I just can't see the words.
You have glasses, though.
I know.
Is it too small?
Yeah. It's too small. I need like a giant screen.
Okay, well, we need to get like a big desktop.
One of those giant ones. Gargantua.
Giant.
Gargantua's team.
Like
Aquaman. Remember Aquaman? He used to have the underwater gum, so no, he can breathe underwater. Was it Aquaman?
I have no idea.
They had gum that he could breathe. Maybe it's not.
And you should chew at least 2 per day to get the full effect because the serving is 2 pieces of gum. Oh, what? So the gum is called what again? Oh, I think you said it was neuro.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Hold on, neuro gum.
For the $5 super chat.
Oh,
bye. I
thanks.
got that stuff to be done. Goodbye, Perch. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for leaving. Goodbye.
Bye, Parrish.
Bye.
Hi and bye.
Yeah.
I hated coffee. I know you just read this. I have to read it because I didn't hear you. I hated coffee until 2010 when I joined the military. You learn to love cold Folgers coffee while laying in the dirt. Ooh, that sounds gross.
Well, a lot of people are really into Folgers.
Yeah.
And what they don't understand about Folgers, no disrespect to Folgers, but sometimes those coffee grinds have been sitting around for months and months and months.
It's not fresh.
And you need Samsung's 146-inch TV. Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, for him to be able to see. Yeah, he needs something super big. Super big.
Yeah.
Damn. Wait, Samsung has a 146-inch TV?
It's called a
It's called a projector.
Yeah.
Personal jinx. That means only I can say your name.
You couldn't even get a 146-inch TV through the door here.
No, we couldn't.
That would be our entire window.
Is this 146 inches right here?
That's
smaller?
That's like 90 inches. That whole wall back there is 146 inches.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And then the words would be like the size of a skyscraper.
That's exactly what you need.
Yes. I had a neighbor, well, when I was renting a room, he had when I was renting a room and when I lived in Belmont, he had a flat screen projector.
Yeah.
And that's how I first watched parts of Breaking Bad. It was on a huge screen. And that's when I also learned how to start playing video games. I've never played video games my entire life.
Video games on the projector?
We played, my first video game I've ever played was someone else's account, and it was GTA, Grand Theft Auto. And that was the first time I ever played it, and it wasn't my account, I didn't own it, and it was on Xbox. And it was weird because Xbox was so hackable that you would see people coming down the middle of the street as a giant Christmas tree. And then you leave
on GTA?
And you leave your apartment that you would buy on GTA, and there would be windmills embedded into the ground that you had to go by to avoid from getting hit.
Wow. Is that MacBook 15.6 and Stanley 17? I think my MacBook is I think this is a 13-inch. I think. Or is it a 15?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I've had this MacBook for like almost 10 years.
Yeah,
I
see,
feel
it was funny.
I've had this MacBook for half
Her
long.
MacBook lasts for like a million trillion years,
Yeah.
and my Dell computer lasts like a million trillion minutes.
Yeah, PCs don't last as long. I've had 2 MacBooks in my entire lifetime, and they've lasted me for a long time for each one. So, yeah, I think this is 13 inches though.
Yeah, mine's is, I don't know. So originally, and I told this last week, I had brought a Asus,
Asus, I think, yeah.
Asus, and it was supposed to be a gamer's computer. and it was supposed to be like the strongest you can buy in a laptop. It's gamer. It could eat up any. And then I tried to download these podcasts. I tried to download these videos to make them into podcasts, and it literally fried it literally fried the motherboard. So it was still under warranty. I went back to Best Buy, and what they did was they took the old drive out of the old laptop and put it in here. So I have 2 drives in here.
Oh.
But I'm trying to wipe one down because it's red. It's already like too much in it.
It's full.
It's full, and I don't know how to get rid of all the stuff. But that's all the data from videos that I was downloading. Yes, ASUS, ASUS. I didn't like it. It was supposed to be gamer. It wasn't very good. My current laptop is a Razer. So I haven't had.
I didn't know that was even a computer.
Yeah, I haven't had good luck with laptops. I wish. So my next thing is to buy a really good Apple, but Apple is out of my budget.
I really feel like, yeah, to be honest, again, my opinion, I think that, so I grew up having a PC up until college, and then, up until college, and I had a Dell and a Toshiba, like my freshman year of college, and those 2 laptops did not last me my entire year. So after that, I got a MacBook, and I had my first MacBook in college. It lasted me until I bought this laptop. So I think it might have lasted me 10 years also. And then this one has almost lasted me 10 years. So I would say I went through more PC laptops in a shorter period of time than having these MacBooks. So yeah. I would say, in my opinion, I think Apple computers are more reliable and
So this is a Dell, and this one is GeForce RTX. And I like it. It's a GeForce one. It's actually a better one. But right now, I got to figure out, and I don't know how to do this. I need to maybe take it there. My hard drive, I have 2 hard drives. One hard drive is redlining. So that means I have to go back and start removing stuff. But every time I try to find
out. Can you just change it, move it to an external hard drive?
I don't know I'm not sure where the data is because I can't find it. Oh. I've been deleting videos, which I have on hard drives already, but it's not making it go down. So if someone is an expert on how to clean up your one of your hard drives, I would love to learn that and I'm tired of people trying to sell me something online. Well, you buy this, it'll wipe out your hard drive, and what it does is wipe out your whole computer half the time.
Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. And then you don't have it backed up.
Right.
So you're getting some suggestions for laptops here. William
I know, I saw that one.
You should get a Synology NAS with NAS drives from WD Run in RAID 5. I have no idea what that is.
I have no idea. So just for the record, I have no idea what this stuff is. I don't even know. I'm not even a computer person. I am a creator of content. Well, I'm a video person. I can shoot the hell out of video and make it sing, and I can write to it, and I can make you go, oh my God, this is really good. I enjoy this. And William Lynn is a tech expert. He can help. So Lynn, you and I are going to reach out to each other at some point. And as a matter of fact, why don't you email me at sroberts@mrbadleytv.org, and then we can start the ball moving.
I'll type that in the chat. sroberts at
mrbadleytv.org. And then maybe we can figure out how to get my data down on this laptop, because I feel like it's, the other one's still empty. So it's not going to that hard drive for some reason. And I don't know how to do that.
Oh, yeah. So you have 2 hard drives in there, but it's all going to the one.
One, right.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. But so Bill Van Ram said, if you own a desktop, when was the last time you opened it?
No, I have a desktop.
Yeah, he opened it like 2 weeks ago to edit.
So just for the record, I used to do everything on this laptop because I flew in from Arizona and I would do stuff here. So I had a laptop. But once we got here and we got the nonprofit established, I purchased with some of them. People don't understand that when people donate, I use it for stuff to keep things going. So I brought a Alienware.
That's a Dell, right?
It's a Dell Alienware.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's really good. I used to edit with. I have 2 screens, and I edit with that one. But this one is when if Diane's working on a project, we don't have a big enough place to have 2 sets of computers everywhere.
Yeah.
So I use the laptop when she's working on a project that requires her to use both her screens.
Yeah. But I use my laptop for everything.
Yeah.
So
I like the laptop, but I don't. And as a matter of fact, since we've been here, this laptop has not left the house.
Yeah.
Because before I used to go everywhere I go. I had a backpack that was made for it, and boom, I would go out there and I could do what I wanted when I need to do it. But I don't have the luxury of sitting in a coffee place and doing stuff. Because just like today when I was walking through Ceremony Mall, this one lady said to me, she goes, she's walking and her and her sons, and then just as she gets to me, she literally almost came so close to rip my eye out as she did it. That's the guy from Channel 4!
And she was telling her kids that?
Yes, but she said it so loud, I felt like a scene from, what's that? I've tweeted about it. I felt like it was a scene from,
that black and white movie.
Well, it's not really black and white, but it's, yeah. So I've had laptops. My first one was a desktop, and it worked fine until it didn't anymore. And one day we got a power surge, it fried the whole hard drive. And so I took it apart to try to get it fixed, but everyone was like, you can't get it fixed because the hard drive is literally fried. So that was my first one. And then I had a laptop when I worked at the station, but that was the only computer I had. Was the station I used, the one I used at the station. It was a Panasonic. It allowed me to edit and do everything else. So I never had a need to buy another computer because I had that one. So that was why it was so weird when I left Cron and they told me that I had to give them delete all the videos. But I didn't have a computer. When I left there, I was computerless. I said, when I get to Arizona and they issue me a laptop, then I will go through it and clean it up. But they didn't want to wait that long. They deleted my account in 3 days. 2 days after I left, they had to delete, even though it wasn't their account to delete. So now I've always had the laptop. I like laptops because it allowed me to. It was still stuck from the Cron days when everywhere I did was done on a laptop. My entire life was done on a laptop. I shot a video, I downloaded it, and then I put it on an external drive so that way I can keep the video for later or give it to people who wanted the actual raw footage. But people don't understand that when you shoot something and you give someone the raw footage by itself is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. People think that, and when you shoot for a story, you're not, unless we have a deal, I'm not giving you the raw footage, I'm giving you the story I put together. But then they go, oh yeah, I need you to give me the raw footage. I'm like, do you understand how much, you didn't pay me enough to give you the raw footage. The raw footage is worth a whole lot more than the edited piece because it is what it is, raw footage. People don't understand that. They think that once you do that, it's all part of a package. It's not. You literally, if you have to tell me up front, oh, by the way, I want the raw footage as well, and then we work that into it because it depends on where you're doing with it. Sometimes you give someone the raw footage, they take the footage, they use it in a way that you're not comfortable with. So, or there may be a piece in there that you think that should not be there. They find that little piece, and next thing you know, they want to put it up somewhere, and you're like, why'd that get published? That wasn't supposed to be published. You do. Micro Center is coming back to the Bay Area. I don't know what Micro Center is, but
I've never heard of Micro Center. I do remember Circuit City, Radio Shack, and Fry's Electronics, though.
So I remember So Fry's, I have to admit, Fry's Electronics, I knew one of the owners, Randy Fry. Mm-hmm. Very good guy. When I was doing People Behaving Badly, he donated Bluetooths. Remember the Bluetooth in year?
Yeah.
So that I can teach people, instead of them getting tickets, we gave them Bluetooths so they would no longer be they could be riding hands-free. And of course, some people complained that we were rewarding them for bad behavior, but we were trying to circumvent the bad behavior by giving them something so they can't say they don't have it. The one lady was literally in tears. I didn't show her crying because whenever you show somebody crying, people get, oh, I can't believe you're arresting that woman. Like, no, some people literally break out in tears just because they think they get out of a ticket.
Yeah.
I had a lady once, this was in Arizona. She got pulled over. She talked to the cop normal. She talked to me normal. And then when the cop went back up to her, she broke out in tears and said I was being really rude to her and spoke to her unprofessionally. Crying like a baby. And she called the station and said the same thing.
Wow.
So I showed them the video, and they could her and I were laughing at each other. Ha, ha, ha. And then when the cop came back, she said that I had...
Were you recording her when she started crying?
No, I was already back.
Oh.
Because what happens is, people don't know this, when I do a ride along, I don't run up to your car and start videotaping you. So what I do is, the officer pulls him over, he goes up to address the car, I record that, either with the GoPro that's in the window, the GoPro that's shooting out the window, or me on foot. And then when he finishes with him, I ask him, is it okay for me to approach the vehicle? Because if the person's already like super angry, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you don't agitate.
I'm not trying to agitate them. We're just trying to educate people. Education and agitation are two different things. So, but people, what they do is they're very manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
So they will literally cry to make it look like, and then you see them, you don't see them, but you're like, oh yeah, I got that ticket because I cried. No, it doesn't always work because when you do stuff enough, the cops know what to expect.
Yeah, they like figure you're like putting up a front or something, like trying to get out of it.
So I never really approach people with that, to try and, I don't like go there like this. Hey, why'd you do this? Oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? Why you do that?
Beef.
Right, exactly.
I didn't like that.
Exactly.
Don't do that again.
Right, you don't want me to do that, right? Because it bugs you, right?
Don't do that anymore.
Does that bug you?
Beef.
Yeah, exactly.
Bugs me big time.
Okay, so I don't do that to people.
Yeah, the best place for Bluetooth is Kool-Aid. That's what Chris said.
I read it. I ignored it. I was having a conversation today about Kool-Aid.
What about Kool-Aid?
About Jonestown.
Oh, let's not go there.
But they didn't drink Kool-Aid.
They
drank Flavor Aid.
Okay.
But when people say, oh, you drink the Kool-Aid, they don't realize that they're referencing Jonestown. Now, I'm not going back. I'm not trying to get too deep on that one.
Yeah, let's not.
I thought Jeanette was here for a few minutes. I'm glad you're still here, Jeanette.
Yes, thanks for sticking around, Jeanette.
We love your company. The best place for... why did I read that again?
What?
The best place for Bluetooth is Kool-Aid. You ever had somebody had green teeth?
No.
That's when you don't brush your teeth whenever they turn green? Yeah, I've seen some.
No, I don't know anybody like that.
Stanley, do you remember your tech backpack, Tharus, or just a regular bag?
Tarsus.
I don't know, it was a big green bag, looked like a giant turtle.
I thought it was blue.
Blue.
It was blue because I remember when. Oh, never mind.
It was blue. It was huge, and I got rid of it because it was too big.
But when I met you, isn't that what you had?
That was a big one, yes.
Yeah.
I gave you the big one then.
No.
What?
No, when I met you, your backpack was...
I know, I said I gave you the big blue backpack.
You didn't give me a backpack.
I showed you.
No.
All right, fine. So, yes, so we had Panasonic, supposed to be like industrial strength laptops, so you could drop it. But I dropped mine like the first day I got it, and then it cracked on the side.
Prawn?
Yeah.
Dang.
I wasn't used
hella clumsy.
Remember, I was a cameraman. I used to carry a camera, not a backpack, a camera.
Have you ever dropped a camera?
No, I've never dropped a camera.
Oh, good for you.
Cameras never drop. Laptop, a little different story.
Mario Kart Blue Shell.
Thank you. I look it up. Mario Kart. I don't. Oh yeah, it looked like
Did it?
Ninja Turtles.
I don't think it was shaped like a. Was it shaped like a shell?
It was round up top and flat on the bottom.
I just remember you would walk by the sports department
with a big old backpack.
With a big old backpack, and I'm like, oh.
Hated that. But you had to come into the station and edit. So we didn't have. We had desktops and we had laptops. So I would use both.
But the laptop was like if you were editing out in the field,
out in the field,
right?
Yes. You're absolutely right. But they wanted me to edit in the field. But then I realized that I can't really do it in the field because as the show got more popular, I wasn't able to just function like a normal person out and like a Starbucks.
People would see you.
And they wanted to go to a Starbucks to do our work. And I remember the Napa Quake. They sent me a Napa Quake and I had to feedback footage from my laptop, which you could only use Wi-Fi. So there was no Wi-Fi because everything was out, except for there was Wi-Fi at a Starbucks. How do you know? Because you drove up to it, there were all these people standing up against the wall.
Oh, you trying to use their Wi-Fi? Wow.
It was all these people literally leaning against the wall like this and using their Wi-Fi in the Starbucks, even though Starbucks was closed.
Was the Wi-Fi was still on?
The Wi-Fi was still on.
Wow.
So when you stand around, you see like a whole wall of people, like literally stuck to the wall, trying to use the Wi-Fi to tell people.
And you use their Wi-Fi?
I tried to use it, but it was already overtaken by people. Oh. It was like 100 people trying to use Wi-Fi.
So you went to a hotel?
No, I had to drive back to San Francisco.
Oh my gosh.
Or find a satellite truck or a live truck to feed it back. Mm-hmm. Because you would feed it through the Wi-Fi. And it used to be the point where we would feed back footage. A 1-minute video would take an hour to feed back.
Yeah, I remember. So Gabriel says, did the laptop have a built-in camera? If so, you dropped a camera.
No, actually those laptops did not. They were, thank you, Messa, the Tough Book. So those were made for and it wasn't a metal Tough Book. It just said the word Tough Book on it, but it wasn't that tough. It was like
Clearly.
it's like putting Lexus on a Pinto. You know, it still drives, but it's not a Lexus. You know, you shift the gears. You know, Lexus. Yeah. So back to the whole thing with all the different stores. So yeah, I did Fry's, gone. Circuit City, gone.
Remember Circuit City? Circuit City, where the Circuit City used to be over here is now the Sprouts.
Radio Shack, gone. But someone bought their Twitter account, and now it's like totally off the chain.
Oh, do you follow it?
No, but if you look at it, no, it's crazy. So if secured Wi-Fi is accessible, if people are just outside. So I secured Wi-Fi. What?
I secured Wi-Fi is accessible if people are just outside a given building. Maybe she mean is secured. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I know what she's trying to say. So the Wi-Fi wasn't, you know, if you already knew the password at Starbucks, it would just let you in.
Yeah, because then you would be in the area, it would automatically log on to it. Yeah.
Now, the bad thing about open Wi-Fi is that there are nefarious people standing around waiting for you to log in, and then they will use the Wi-Fi signal to piggyback into your computer and download your anything you have.
Oh, hell no.
That's why if you find a Wi-Fi, try to find one with a password. Get the password, use that, and check to see how the level of security. Because there are people literally parked in cars with sniffers, maybe a bad choice of words, that will literally try to tap into your computer and steal whatever you have off your data.
Yeah, Jeanette says Good Guys. I remember Good Guys too.
And William, I'll check my email in a little bit. Right now I'm a little bit busy, but I will check it. And I will email you back.
Though, but in a few locations attached to something else. I think it's Hobby Lobby. Oh, that's interesting.
To where?
Radio Shack still exists though, but in a few locations attached to something else.
Oh, those are called pop-ups.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, those are Radio Shack pop-ups. Just like Toys R Us now is in like Macy's.
Oh yeah.
Remember Toys R Us was a giant store?
Toys R Us used to be its own store. Yeah, just like there's a single Blockbuster. Yeah, isn't the only Blockbuster now in Oregon?
Yeah.
Is it Ben?
Bend, Oregon.
Is it Bend, Oregon?
I don't know. It's in Oregon.
Okay.
I do remember though that I used to go all the time to Blockbuster and with my little Blockbuster card, and then we got the VHS tapes at first, and then they switched to DVD. But it was bad because they were always out.
Of DVDs?
Just anything. The good videos were always gone. They had empty boxes.
Yeah.
So you think, oh, they're here, and you grab it, it's empty. I'm like, really? Because they started keeping stuff behind the counter.
Gosh, they don't have movie rental stores anymore, huh? Because everything is streaming now.
There are a few. There used to be one, and it may be still here. Try this. There was in Walala, California.
Walala.
Remember we were there 10 years ago, and they still had the video store?
Yeah, I don't remember the video store.
I rented videos from them. They still have my name on the record, on the information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the store called? I'll look for it later.
It's in Walala, which is Gullala. Somebody look up Walala video rental, see if it's still there.
So William Lynn says, I don't worry about security because I have a home Wi-Fi router from TP-Link, the Deco mesh router that can create a VPN by exporting the file and using OpenVPN. So it seems that I am home, but I'm not actually home. Huh.
So I actually have a pretty good VPN too, and I have a good system to keep my stuff secure. But if I ever go somewhere and it says, it'll tell me that you're not secure, I don't use it. I just don't. Once I get a notification that this is not secure, I shut it down. I'm like, nope, I'll just wait and go somewhere else. But our phones are pretty secure the way we have them set up right now. So I do what I can to make sure that our data is encrypted and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, our security still exists, but they are website only now. Yeah, a lot of places. You know who else used to have a store, which I wish they went back to having a store?
Who?
Big Dog.
I've never been inside their physical store.
It was outlets.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're right.
There was one in Gilroy.
Yeah.
And I would go there and buy it, because then you could try it on. I hate buying clothes online. Because when you buy it online, if it don't fit, you got to send it back and you got to wait. I want instant gratification when I buy my clothes.
So you like to go to a store and try it on?
But I don't like shopping.
But so
there is
that's why when I get you clothes,
conundrum.
When I get you clothes, I usually shop for them online.
But I've had people shop me online and give me shirts and like, oh, there, I can wear this.
I'm pretty good about.
You're good.
About getting you.
You're good.
The right size. Yeah.
You're good, because when I'm asleep, she's got the measuring tape on.
Nah, but I mean, I pay good attention to his stuff, and then I mean, I have access to. We have share the same closet, so I can just look to see. But I already know your sizes.
Thank you.
I know the size. Every now and then, though, I gotta check the size of your head. I gotta check the size of your noggin, because sometimes I forget if it's like how huge it is.
Well, you have a TH, so it ain't my fault.
Well, you have a BH, so it ain't my fault either.
Yeah, she has a tiny head.
He has a big head.
Little tiny head, like this big.
He's got a gargantua head. Betty Veronica says Captain Video in San Mateo no longer a rental, but you can buy
I've seen the store.
videos. Oh, is that an El Camino?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
I used to like Fry's because you go in there and each store was different. And so it's weird because in Arizona there was a Fry's Electronics and a Fry's grocery store.
Oh yeah, Arizona has Fry's grocery stores.
But they're the exact same logo because the Fry's grocery store was owned by the Fry's Electronics and they sold it to Kroger.
Oh, okay.
So they kept the Fry's thing going, but then you had the Fry's Electronics.
I think the only Fry's Electronics store I've been to was the one in Arizona.
Yeah. This is funny. I've been to the Alameda County Administration during building in Oakland, California, and I said doing, so.
No, I was laughing at Chris's comment. His dome is ginormous.
It is a ginormous dome. You know why? Because I'm Mr. Thinker.
Oh gosh.
The little rabbit wheel in my head's going like this.
Of course, you're gonna turn it into that.
Yeah. All this talk of fries is making me hungry.
Who said that? You?
No, Chris Merrick wrote that.
Oh, okay. I'm a little delayed.
I grew up 3 blocks from Fry's grocery store in San Jose.
Oh, they have Fry's there?
So, yeah, but the first time I did Fry's was in Arizona.
Mm. Me too, grocery store.
And it's like, but it has the same Kroger credentials.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a Kroger, which is Albertson, you put your information in and then boom.
But at Fry's, I think I used my Ralph's
But the
card.
Ralph's? Okay, Ralph's.
It was Ralph's, yeah.
All right.
Because we had Ralph's in LA, and so when I moved to Fry's, I was able to use my Ralph's card and scan it. So
Fry's Supermarket is now part of Kroger with Ralph's and Smith's. So it's all the same.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been. Have we been to a Smith's before?
Smith's, yes. We went to Smith's, we got gas. Remember where? We got gas at Smith's. And I was able to use my code.
In Arizona.
It was in Arizona.
It was like Kingman.
Yes.
Yes!
Look at you.
Oh, man.
Well,
I always get excited.
On our way to Vegas, we stopped at Kingman.
That's right.
Only for a minute, because we know they didn't like us in Kingman.
They don't like us in Kingman. Nope.
Yeah, they made it perfectly clear. They don't like us in Kingman.
Yeah, we got
Kingman is just a passing point. You don't want to spend the night in Kingman, you might be coming. I remember my first experience with Kingman was when I worked for CBS News.
The train, right?
And we were dispatched from LA to Kingman, Arizona because of a train derailment. Mm-hmm. And that 8 people were killed. So we jumped on a plane from LAX, we flew to Las Vegas, then we rented an SUV, and then we drove all the way to Kingman, Arizona.
How far is that?
It's from Vegas to Kingman.
Like 2 hours?
It's like a 2-hour drive, 2-3 hour drive, whatever. So we get to Kingman, and okay, so we get there and we're like, first thing we do is want to set up for CBS News, do a live shot.
Wow.
That's a whole different story there.
Wow. Yeah, that is. That would be horrible, actually.
We did a live shot. We were supposed to do a live shot about the train derailment and the 8 people that died. Mm-hmm. But when we got there, now keep in mind, we flew, and that was my the story where I flew in the plane.
Oh, the blue? Is it the blue?
Yeah, I'm going to tell that story
in
a few minutes.
God, no. I think it...
I'm going to tell that story in a few minutes. If you have kids, then remember to get them out.
I can't.
Anyway, so we get in the car, and I was working with a reporter named Jonathan Bloom. And we flew in. It was early in the morning. And I don't really do good early in the morning because
he hasn't woken up yet.
I haven't woken up fully. So we're on the plane. We fly in. We get in the rental car. We drive to Vegas. As we're cutting through to get our rental car, we cut through, what's that hotel? The casino. The one that looks like a giant castle. Excalibur?
Oh, yeah.
No. We walked through New York.
Okay.
And I walked up, as we walked through, I take a $5 bill, put in one of the $5 slots, and pull the button down, and I won $400 on the spot.
Nice.
As we're walking through. I'm like, okay, ooh, I like this. We got the rental car. Then we start to drive
to Kingman.
We get there. It was fun. We're doing our thing. He's getting his script in the car from the network in New York. They're writing the script for him, and then he can track it while we're driving.
Who was the reporter?
Jonathan. His name was Jonathan Freed.
Okay, because you called him Jonathan Bloom.
Oh, sorry.
I remember him from
Sorry,
Prawn.
Jonathan Bloom.
No,
Jonathan Freed. He's now he now works. I think he's a PIO for the Pentagon.
Oh wow. Okay.
But we were driving to this thing, we're getting all the stuff from New York about the train derailment that 8 people did. And we get there and we're starting to set up all the stuff at Kingman. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Never been to Kingman in my life.
Never heard of Kingman. Never had a reason to.
Never had a reason to Kingman. Didn't know much about it. So listen, because this story gets interesting. So we get there, we set up. The train is back in the back. The train had derailed. But for some reason, by the time we got there, everybody came back to life. They were like, well, there's nobody dead, so we're going to kill the story. So we flew from LA, drove to Kingman for a dead story. Now by then it was already late. So we had to go and check into a motel to spend the night. So we check in probably about 6 o'clock. Because at that point they want us to get some rest before we start the trip back. Still on the clock. We decided to, all of us now, it's not just me, it's ABC, NBC.
Yeah,
everybody,
you guys went up there.
Everybody showed up at the same time. All the different news crews all showed up at the same time. And we decided that let's go to a local bar and, get a drink or something because we had nowhere to go. We walk into the bar. Now, keep in mind, Jonathan Bloom is Jewish. Jonathan Freed is Jewish. I'm black, as you can tell. We had one guy that was an Asian dude. He walks in. And then this other guy, and we all walk in.
You guys are pretty diverse.
We're very diverse.
Yeah.
We walk into this bar, and it was like a moment from what's that? It was like everybody got quiet. The music stopped, and it was like, oh.
I can picture that.
But wait, outside there was a magazine called The White Sheet.
Oh, God.
I'm like, wait, what is going on here? Where are we? I didn't know anything about Kingman, Arizona until I started looking it up. And they did not like anybody other than, if you weren't white, they didn't want you here. But it was weird because there was a guy in a wheelchair that was shooting pool. So we decided to go in anyway. He's shooting pool, and he's like, yeah, hey man, I'm not that good, but you want to play? Right?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And so we played.
No. Was this a setup?
Oh, it was a setup.
Oh gosh, it reminds me of that Fresh Prince episode.
Yeah, he was a setup. He was a pool shark.
Okay.
He knew he had a couple suckers in his hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a setup.
And guess who the sucker was? It was me.
Oh, how much did you lose? Did you lose more than that 400 you got from the slot machine?
Well, let's just say I lost some of it from the slot machine.
Oh man.
Because dude played me first right, and I won. I was like, yeah, I got this, right? He goes, can we run it back and just double your money? And so it's like 50 up front.
Dude, this is so Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I swear that happened on that episode, and Uncle Phil.
And so I put down another 50 bucks. I was like, this is easy money, right?
Oh,
and all of a sudden, dude got the thing where, beep, 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 beep. I never even touched the ball. He literally
he
suckered me into winning almost 150 bucks. And I was like, wait, but where are we? Because the white sheet thing was still stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's go back to the hotel. Let's check in. Let's leave first thing in the morning. So we left first thing in the morning. Now, let me tell you the story about my airplane trip.
Oh, gosh.
So if you have kids in the room, you might want to leave the room right now. This one is not kid friendly, so I'm giving you a moment now to leave. It's a little bit. So here's the deal.
I know this story.
So I'm flying. We're flying in from LA, and it's early in the morning. Early in the morning is my usually constitution time, where I have to go use the bathroom. Sit down, read your paper, relax, Well, I have to go on the plane. And I hate public restrooms.
Oh my God.
So I go to the back. Dean Kendrick said I'm a kid. Well, you better leave, Kendrick. I go to use the restroom. And the plane is, everybody's asleep. Because it's early in the morning. So I figured I can go back and use it real quick and no one would notice, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the bathroom and nothing goes as planned. It's supposed to be in and out really fast, but didn't work out that way. I'm in there longer than I should be, and then you can hear people trying the door. And now I'm like, okay, all right. So I know the bathroom, the vent's not working fast enough. I'm like, I don't want people to come into the bathroom after I just left because it just didn't look right. So I decided to do a
curtsy. Who does that? Who does that on a plane?
So
I thought that was common sense, Beeb.
I didn't.
How old were you?
I tried to do a curtsy.
How old were you?
I tried to do
How old were you?
Let me finish the story.
Oh my god.
So I tried to do a courtesy flush. What up, guys? Good to see y'all. Hey, Billy. And never do a courtesy flush
On a plane?
on an airplane
And while sitting on the
while
toilet.
sitting on the toilet. Because the chemicals
Oh my gosh.
that's swirled around hit in certain areas, and now I'm on fire.
Oh my
I'm
god.
literally on fire. My whole area down the area is like somebody just dumped alcohol,
Oof.
everything, and I'm on fire. And I'm like, what do I do? So now I grab cups of water out of the little thing, and I'm trying to put the water to cool me down because now I'm on fire. And
You guys,
do not ever do a courtesy flush on an airplane.
I'm glad I didn't know you then.
Stop, my stomach hurts. And so my balls are on fire,
Oh my
basically.
He got blue.
Yeah. And I'm trying to put them out with the cups of water, the little tiny cups, and I'm like this, and I'm realizing now that there are people still waiting to come in, and I'm like literally on fire.
How long were you in the bathroom?
I was in there longer than I should have been, because I did not. That was the last time I ever used a restroom, public restroom on an airplane.
You mean?
So I finally got up and washed my hands and cleaned and came out, and there was this long line of people going, "What the fuck were you doing in here all that time?" That's what it looked like, right? And I'm walking like gingerly.
Because
gingerly,
you're still in pain.
I'm in so much pain that I'm walking slowly to my seat. Now, Freed is knocked out, and I'm in so much pain. I have to sit down like I just had surgery, and it's just like, oh my God, that was the worst experience of my life. Never, ever flush the toilet.
Oh, trust me.
While you're sitting.
I would never.
I was just trying to be Mr. Hey, I'm going to do a courtesy flush. Never do a courtesy flush on a plane.
Oh, Williams says, and the suction pulls your junk down
yes,
into
it does. There's suction there, and so all of a sudden my junk is being pulled into the blue water, and I'm on fire.
I don't even know what to say.
That was my experience.
I am so, I knew the story already, but hearing it again makes me so grossed out.
Yeah.
Also, what were you thinking? Also,
I was trying to
why would you...
That's why being courteous goes bad.
But okay, but you've used a plain bathroom
I've
before,
never
right?
taken a full-blown...
But you've peed.
Yes, but that's different.
So you know
I
what
know,
happens when
I
they
know,
flush
but
the
I
toilet.
didn't. At that moment, my brain, it was, okay, keep in mind.
Oh my
It
God.
was early in the morning.
Okay.
Early in the morning.
Okay.
My brain wasn't on full functioning. We were heading to Kingman, Arizona, and I just had to go. It was my time in the morning where I normally have to go. And I just went. And I didn't know that I was going to set myself on fire in the plane. And that experience has haunted me to this day. The fire
And how
was
old
real.
were you again?
It doesn't matter how old I was on fire.
Will you tell me off camera?
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
No, it doesn't.
Diane, you chose him. I know, I love him.
You ever made a
That's
mistake?
in the past.
Everybody in their life has done one
Oh
mistake.
yeah, totally. We've all done
That
stupid stuff.
you don't realize that there's a side effect to it until you already do it.
And then it's like lesson learned, and you know not to do
Like
it
that
again.
one time you go, well, I'm gonna run the stop sign real quick. There's nobody around, and there's a cop sitting right there.
Oh, I've never done that.
Oh, I've seen people who literally didn't know there's a cop there.
Yeah.
And then that little stop sign costs you $500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not happened to me before, but
You got it. Yeah. He said transoceanic flights are terrible. Before that, you have to clean out before you board.
Ooh, well.
It's Jerry.
Is Jerry Lee Lewis
She won't get
your
that
favorite
one.
artist?
She won't get that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has a song called Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, I love that song.
You know what I
I
call
didn't know that was him,
You
though.
know what song it was for me? It was In the Ring of Fire.
Goodness gracious.
Woo! Good night, good night, Jeanette. We're gonna miss you.
Good night, Jeanette. Oh yeah, she said she had to leave. She didn't want it. She's like, I'm gonna have to cut out. I don't want to barf. Good night. Oh,
Yeah.
with your story.
You got to cut it.
Also, Chris, I'm laughing because your comment about Jeffrey breakout Lucille. Do you know where that's from?
Yeah.
Jeffrey breakout Lucille.
I don't know.
No, it's when Uncle Phil calls Lucy.
Oh,
What?
oh, wait, William, yes.
What?
Oh, I've done that. That is.
Okay, never mind. What?
Learn as a kid not to zip up your pants in a hurry when you don't
Ew, that sounds so painful.
Beans and Franks.
Oh, that sounds so painful.
Yeah. I'm just about with underwear on. Don't tell me how that happened. But
oh, God, okay. I don't want to even hear any
yeah, that is the worst thing to get your junk stuck in the zipper. Woo!
I love how Betty Veronica says Night Jeanette with a blue heart.
I know.
A blue heart.
Good night, Stanley and Diane. Be safe. Thank you, Dean. Anyway, sorry, guys. I just had to tell that story. That is the worst. I think that should be in a movie.
It should be in a movie
it should be
about
in a movie.
you.
No, just in a movie.
When we do your biography.
No, I don't think we want to do that
we
part.
We want to include
that. Great balls of fire.
We want to include that scene.
No, let's not say we did. Notice that the blue heart doesn't disappear in Restream.
Oh, it doesn't appear on Restream.
Yes, I meant.
Does it not?
Yeah,
it does.
Little boy problem. Yeah, I've zipped up my jug a few times. That's painful.
I have not done that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Babe, I have not done that.
Well, thank goodness, because then...
Thank goodness, because we have bigger problems.
Stanley, can you tell the story again? I went pee-pee. Nope. You have to watch the video again. I'm not telling that story again. She's heard it, but it was...
I've heard it a couple of times.
Woo! That's one of those moments that you never forget.
That's one of those moments where I'm glad I wasn't there. No, Betty Veronica, I just brought up that you put a blue heart because I thought it was connected to Stanley's blue
issue,
yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we supposed to have been done in 1 hour. We're already in the 1:15.
Yeah, because Stanley had to make sure he told his story.
It's just a heart. I know. It was just cute. It just was timely. Betty says just a heart.
Just timely.
It was just timely. And it was blue. And we were talking about blue. Blue, 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 peeking through the window.
Meep.
Meep.
I mean, beep.
Meep. All right, guys. Anything you want to say before we go? We're gonna wrap it up. And by the way, we know you can be anywhere. You chose to be here with us. Last time we did this, apparently the market crashed.
Last time we did what?
Last time we did this, we did a podcast last Sunday. The overseas markets had crashed.
Oh.
Because someone tweeted to me. That nobody cares about your podcast. The markets are crashing. Yeah. Read the room. I'm like, what room?
They said that while we were on?
Yeah.
Well, how were we supposed to know that?
Yeah, we're not paying attention to the stock market. Read the room.
Bill Van Ram says I don't hydrate if I'm taking a flight.
Well, it wasn't a hydration issue.
That might be a bad idea too, though.
You need to hydrate.
You actually should hydrate when you're on a plane.
But my recommendation is, if you're going to go on a long flight, go number 2 before you get on the plane. Yeah.
Or just wait till you get off the plane.
Well, that might be rough for some people, especially if you start getting the farties on a plane. Yeah, I had somebody once. I knew somebody that farted on a plane once. It was like...
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No, that is gross.
No, I don't. That's why I don't want to talk about it anymore.
And you don't know who it is.
Can we not?
All right, fine. I've been following 2 live streams lately and enjoy Millennial-Boom. Still, thank you for streaming despite our crazy schedules. I think you should do a story and investigate why Alameda County Admin Building in Oakland has 2 private signs. Wait, it went away. Proof of signs at the main and public entrance. Well, I think the reason why they have them private property is so that people don't just show up there if they can live there. It must be some rule, but I'll take a look into it and see what's going on with that. I mean, I'm curious too why it's a public building. So, almost gave myself a cramp. Yeah, airplane seats are just a collection of. Thank you for that one.
What?
He said airplane seats are just a collection of thousands stored of farts.
Oh God, Chris, you're like Stanley now. You guys are so bad. I don't even want to think of that.
Anyway, to deter the homeless, laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they have to put up, if you don't put up a no trespassing sign, that you can't trespass people, there has to be a visible sign saying no trespassing. People don't know that. So there must be something to do with the signage. It could be to deter the homeless. I don't know. I really don't know. That's an interesting story. But in Alameda, nothing is usual. There's an article I read today that was on Twitter about a guy who did a ride-along with Oakland police. And he was saying that 80% of their when they're working, 80% of it is paperwork. The other part is going from story to story. So if you see them parked on the side of the road, they're catching up on the paperwork. And they only have 35 officers out at one time. And that there was one cop that was doing his paperwork, and there were people driving up and down the street at 80 miles an hour just so they can antagonize him, but he can't chase them. So he has to watch them do it. So if you can find that story, it's a pretty good story. I kind of thought everybody needs to read it. It was on Twitter, and I don't remember, but I did share it. So you look for something on me, and you'll see where it says this story needs to be heard, something like that. Anything you want to say before we go?
No.
Do you ever felt the needed physical security for on PBB days? Absolutely. The weird part about that is, yes, I did need security. Sometimes I would have security. They would give me two because one was never enough. Because especially when I went to certain areas, it was really bad. But the part that got me was that, see, they had to pay for security. So they didn't have a big enough budget to cover all the stuff that needed to be covered because it got worse and worse, progressively worse. And when the security firm told them that I need two bodyguards, their response was, you guys are just trying to make more money, which that wasn't the case. But I do remember that they would tell you that if you needed security, call us and we'll send somebody out. But if you need security and you're already out there, it would take an hour for the guy to show up. So what do you do for that 1 hour? Wait for somebody to show up? That's the longest trip in the world. And, there are times if you watch the videos, you'll see people who literally come out to antagonize me while we're doing a shoot. It was just part of life. But I remember the funniest thing I laughed about was a shooting in Oakland. And there was a guy on the ground, he was shot. I had a bodyguard with me. And this woman runs over. It's like I've seen of a movie. And she's like, oh, that's my cousin. Oh my God, they shot me. And she was really adamant about it. And she ran over and he was just shot. So the police hadn't even shown up yet. She runs over, oh my God, that's my cousin. Oh my God. And then she looks at me and goes, oh, that's not my cousin. And then she just walks away. It's like, oh, that's not my cousin. And just turns around and walks away like nothing ever happened. No more tears, no nothing. I was like, okay, that was some good acting. Oakland is like a unique animal all by itself. There is a Berna C2 ball that can incapacitate people without killing them.
Incapacitate, babe.
Incapacitate. That's what I'm trying to say.
CO2 ball gun.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it didn't tell me that's what it did. It didn't sound like you said that.
I'm trying to read it in my head and out loud at the same time. Okay. Well, no, I don't need
There is this Berna CO2 ball gun that can incapacitate people without killing them, and you can keep it on your side. No license needed.
Okay. Well,
I'm just reading it,
I got it. Thank you. Sometimes, though, I'll be honest, you think you're protecting yourself, and then you just exacerbate the issue. So let's say you shoot them with the CO2 ball.
Ball gun.
CO2 ball gun. And then the guy just shakes it off like a taser. And now you're out there with a CO2 ball gun, and dude's coming at you with a real gun. Oh, you like to play with guns, huh? See what I'm saying? Think about it. It may sound good on paper, but wonder how it did in real life. All right, time to go. It was a small meeting, and I was in a small meeting, and one of the things, see, it keeps moving on me. We agree on farts are funny, especially when it's yours. We're not doing farts anymore. We moved on. We got past the blue lagoon.
Is that what you're calling it?
It's better than saying the blue toilet.
Oh my God. Okay, on that note.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We appreciate it. We're glad you were here. Remember, did you hear that red box shut? Yeah, Yeah, I never really used Redbox, so it didn't matter.
I used it in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember people used to park in the disabled spots to get Redbox. I'm only here for a second. And the person with the crutches has to hike across the street. Speak softly and carry a Euro fruitcake. That'll knock someone out cold. Absolutely. You know what they say? Hit them with a fried turkey leg or a ham, a frozen turkey ham, or turkey ham, frozen turkey, or frozen ham, and then cook the evidence. Coffee's wearing off.
Really?
All right, guys, we're gonna go now.
No.
I'm a millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And we told you the stories today.
And his French press coffee is wearing
You know
off.
what's her name is not here? What was the reporter lady that was talking to us?
Reporter.
Told us to take snippets of the video and post it. I tried that, and the video didn't show any audio, so I don't know what I'm doing. Turkey ham. Yeah. It's when you made a turkey and a ham, you get turkey ham. You make a turkey and a pig.
And put the cart in the corral.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it back. We always do.
Except when we don't.
No, I always put mine back. Good night, guys.
Bye.
See you next week.
Hasta la vista.
Beeb.
Don't say it.
I just said beeb.
All right, guys.
Hasta la vista, beeb.
All right. Good night and all that good stuff, and we will chit chat.
Oh, Betty says my coffee question: how do I select a dark roast? The Arizona blend is the dark roast.
Arizona blend is the dark roast, and that's really strong, and it's dark, and it has good. It has caramel, a little bit of. If you look at the back of the bag on there, or the front of the bag, it actually. Which one is that?
So this one is the Caught Misbehaving. So this one's the Arizona blend. It's a darker roast blend. This one doesn't have caramel. That's the other one. Central and South America, dark chocolate, nutty, and brown sugar. Yeah. So the Caught Misbehaving, which is the Arizona blend, is the darker roast.
And the California is a smoother, more light, more of a medium roast.
That's the one that has like milk. I think that's the one that has milk chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, milk chocolate, caramel.
And trust me, I've had people who have brought more. I had one guy that came on and brought 4 bags after he already went through 4 bags.
So good.
He brought 4 more bags.
I'm gonna have French press it for me tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to figure it out again. But I'm telling you now, if I give it to you, you're gonna be like wired for the whole day.
I need to be wired.
You're like, I'm dead. I'm awake. I'm dead.
I
I'm
got
awake.
a lot of stuff to do tomorrow.
All
I won't say I'm dead though.
No, that dog on the cartoon.
Never saw it.
On Instagram, not a cartoon. Instagram, he's like, I'm dead. I'm awake. I'm dead. I'm awake. I'm dead. I'm awake. It's pretty funny.
Okay, send it to me.
I'll send you. I'll find it again. All right, guys. We love you. We gotta go.
All right. Bye.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was holding your hand while waving bye. What?
Nothing. So.
Have a good week, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, we're done.
No, we're not. You have to end stream, babe. Don't try to trick me. The audio's still on too, so they can still hear me. You guys see how he's trying to play me? He's always trying to play me.